But another way you could do it is the people that get extra lives are the people that need them. So terminally ill, cancer patients, the 6-year-old kid that's got leukemia, is that the people that get the lives? Is it the people that
That
need
would be
them?
the ideal, but I don't know that that would happen. I see politicians, people like Hitler that would just go on and on and on. They take control of that.
And then yet again, we have to exercise caution because some medical conditions truly are just a roll of the dice and it's a mystery that we struggle with. Why does this person have this disease? Others are onset because of some poor choices I've made. So yet
right.
again,
Does the guy with lung cancer because he smoked for 50 years
yeah,
get the
or
extra
obesity
life?
because they've overeaten, do they get lives because they're ill too? They have a condition, but it could have been prevented.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you could also make the argument, I wouldn't necessarily make this argument, but some people would probably make the argument, well, that kid that developed whatever disorder at a young age, maybe we don't want them to be able to then survive to pass on the bad genes where people are more likely to get sick in the future. I don't know, but
Speaking
I can see
Hitler,
people making the opposite argument.
eugenics.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I mean, I'm sure some people would make that argument, right?
Yeah, well, eugenics is certainly a powerful idea that is also insidious.
It's almost the opposite of this, I think, where you're taking people's lives instead of giving them extra lives, right?
Well, there are the eugenics programs where they just sterilize people.
I understand. Yeah.
To be clear, I am very much against eugenics, but I think that it's an idea that has always been like pervasive, especially since the early 20th century, where there are people who think we should only allow people to have children who are fitting XYZ criteria, whatever criteria they think is best for themselves, usually. And so it's like, okay, do we give, it's the same thing. Do we give extra lives? Who's deciding, right? Who's deciding who gets these extra lives?
Right.
Are we assuming some
question.
omnipotent fair being is doing it? Are we assuming a government's doing it? Are we assuming there's some just natural law to the universe that's handing them out through no, consciousness that we can devise? It's just, it kind of happens. Like, that's a very interesting question, and I think they have very different consequences.